Hey everyone, welcome back to our another book summary episode. Today we're diving into a book that might surprise you with its title, Don't Believe Everything You Think by Joseph Nguyen. This book isn't about positive thinking affirmations or simply ignoring your problems. It's about taking a deeper look at how our thoughts shape our reality, and more importantly, how to identify and challenge the unhelpful thought patterns that can lead to anxiety, depression, and a general sense of dissatisfaction. Key points. Point 1. Our thoughts are not always accurate reflections of reality. Point 2. Negative thought patterns can be the root cause of emotional suffering. Point 3. Mindfulness and self-awareness are crucial for developing healthier thinking habits. Point 4. We can't solve problems with the same level of consciousness that created them. Point 5. True change comes from expanding our consciousness, not just changing our thoughts. Nguyen, a licensed psychologist, argues that our minds are incredibly powerful. They can create elaborate stories, filter our experiences, and even influence how we perceive the world around us. But the catch is, these mental narratives aren't always based on reality. We can get stuck in cycles of negativity, believing our own worst thoughts about ourselves and our situations. This book is your guide to breaking free from those cycles. Number 1, The Thinking Trap. The book starts by explaining how our thinking can become a trap. Nguyen introduces the concept of cognitive distortions, which are basically unconscious biases that warp our perception. These distortions can take many forms, like catastrophizing, assuming the worst will happen, black and white thinking, seeing things as all good or all bad, and overgeneralization, taking one negative experience and applying it to everything. These distortions can fuel anxiety, self-doubt, and a feeling of being constantly under threat. The book gives you exercises to help you identify your own cognitive distortions. You might be surprised to realize how often you engage in these negative thought patterns without even noticing. Number 2, Mindfulness and Self-Awareness. So how do we break free from these thinking traps? The answer lies in mindfulness and self-awareness. Mindfulness is the practice of paying attention to the present moment without judgment. It allows you to observe your thoughts and feelings without getting caught up in them. By becoming more mindful, you can start to see your thoughts as just that, thoughts, not facts. Self-awareness is about understanding your own patterns of thinking and behavior. Once you're aware of your cognitive distortions, you can start to challenge them. The book provides tools like journaling and thought-diffusing techniques to help you question the accuracy and helpfulness of your thoughts. Number 3, Shifting Your Consciousness. Here's where Don't Believe Everything You Think goes beyond a typical self-help book. Nguyen argues that simply changing our thoughts isn't enough for lasting change. We need to shift our entire consciousness. This means moving beyond the ego, the part of us that identifies with our thoughts and emotions. The book talks about practices like meditation and self-inquiry to help us connect with a deeper sense of awareness. This expanded consciousness allows us to see our thoughts from a new perspective and make choices from a place of wisdom rather than fear or negativity. The takeaway. Don't Believe Everything You Think is a powerful guide to taking control of your mental well-being. It's not about forcing yourself to be positive, but about developing the awareness and tools to challenge unhelpful thought patterns. By becoming more mindful and expanding your consciousness, you can break free from negativity and create a more fulfilling life. The key lesson here is that true change comes from within. It's not about changing the content of your thoughts, but about changing the way you relate to them. When you see your thoughts as just one part of a larger experience, you gain the power to choose how you respond to them. You don't have to be a prisoner of your own mind. So if you're ready to challenge your thinking and create a more positive outlook, I highly recommend picking up Don't Believe Everything You Think. Thanks for joining me on the podcast today, and remember, be kind to yourself and your thoughts.